Good, thank you, mate. How about yourself?
Good, thank you. Good. Looking forward to this clash.
Yeah, absolutely. Last round of the night should be a good one. Mixed reserves competition has been going pretty strong at the moment. It's been some good clashes. I called one last night and watched another one this morning.
And South Australia stringing together two wins so far.
Yeah, doing all right, which is good for them. And just separated on a percentage of these two teams, actually. So, should be a good clash tonight as well between the West and the South Australian Dragons.
Yeah, probably looks to be the clash of the round. So I'll quickly throw back to you, Steve, if you want to take us through maybe the starting lineups for both teams tonight.
Beautiful, because I have them here. So for South Australia, from goal shooter, we have Sammy Chamberlain. And in goal attack, we have Jesse Miller. In wing attack, Olivia Hoffman. In centre, Aaron Sykes. In wing defence, just trying to find it, Sophie Moore. And goal defence, Corey Hasgard, who I will mention forgot his shirt, had to quickly scramble and find one, almost was playing in mine. And very disorganised of him. And in goalkeeper, I cannot read it, Claire Hayward.
Claire Hayward, awesome.
Bit of scribble there, a bit hard from some of these team sheets. And they're not in order either, so you've got to ping pong up and down them. All right, so for Western Australia mixed reserves, we have in goal shooter, Anderson. In goal attack, Zimmerman, right down the bottom there is the 13th player, making me go from top to bottom. And in wing attack, Byrne. In centre, Davis. Wing defence, Tua. Winterbine, again another hard one to read. And then in goalkeeper, Popovic.
Excellent.
That are our two teams about to get this game underway.
About to kick it off here. So we were talking before, and Hasgard's had a bit of a good kick-off to his 2023 campaign this year, so exciting things to see from him tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. He is a really good defender, a very lanky fella. Have to play against him back in M-League in South Australia, and he can certainly get a hand over a ball in that circle. So, and then you've got to watch his jump as well. He's got a good hold, and he's got a good jump too. So he'll be looking to come out of that circle and take some intercepts, as well as get his hand over some shots as well, especially if there's a mismatch. He's got a shorter girl to get over.
Yeah, so he'll be matching up to start on Tarmai Zimmerman in at GA. It's the captain for Western Australia mixed res team. So that's going to be the clash to watch, I reckon, tonight. See how those two go against each other. Just about to get underway here. South Australia will start us off, and the South Australia chance has started early down there.
Absolutely. They are keen, that is for sure.
So quick movement now through Hasgard. He's got the tape on his back.
Yep, that's because he forgot his shirt.
So Hoffman now. Long ball, trying to find circle edge, playing patiently. This is now Sykes. Again, patient, waits for his GA to enter. And Miller with the quick shooter to Chamberlain, who starts off the South Australian team quite strongly.
That's bread and butter for Sammy Chamberlain from that range. That's where he wants it.
So Byrne now, the cross-court ball to Zimmerman. Long ball into Anderson, great front hold. Fantastic effort down there by Hayward to try and get around.
Two nice starts from both shooters there, good front holds, and ball's given in well so far.
Looks like it's going to be a bit of a shootout, I'd say.
Could be.
So now quickly movement to Sykes. Sykes now resets. It's going to come back. So both teams opting to move the ball quite. There's a lot of pace on the ball already for the first two centre passes. So now Miller, that ball over top to Chamberlain's going to be hard to stop. The defenders have their work cut out down there. So now Davis to kick WA off again.
There we go. There's his first sneaky intercept from Corey Hasgard.
There he is. So Hasgard. Miller now. This will be a first shot for the evening. No. Dumps it off to Chamberlain, and why wouldn't you? The hot hand. 3 from 3 so far.
Beautiful, good first conversion there for South Australia. I did forget to mention that Corey Hasgard can also run. He is lanky, but he can also move like a whippet too when he wants to.
So South Australia looking now to consolidate this break. So Chamberlain now resets to Miller. And then Popovic just gets hands to it. We called back, I believe. Collected the body on the way through of Miller. And that ball over top to Chamberlain.
Almost too close to the post there for Chamberlain. Had to avoid it.
He's got a nice strong hold on him.
Does indeed.
So Davis now gets the ball through Zimmerman. Hands over nicely done by Hasgard. Davis in the centre court. Wants to go long. That's where he sets it to her.
Oh, good hands.
Oh, great hands in there by Sykes.
Great view from up here of that touch as well.
Totally. So now WA, they've just called the footwork call. Okay. On Catherine Burns. Oh, no, it's going to... Yeah, sorry, it is. It's going to come back. I thought it was called on Catherine Burns. Sorry, apologies.
Yeah, it's on the throw-in, actually. I
It
think.
is?
Is
Okay.
Yeah, it is. A step on the throw-in. So
there you go.
actually all the way off to where we were out of court early on.
So Hayward cross to Hasgard. Now Moore, the long ball to the pocket. Miller. Oh, there he is. Popovic finds the ball. Puts WA back into attack. Long ball to Burn. Anderson wants it over top. Burns shakes it off, and now Zimmerman goes long over top to Anderson. Finds him under the post. And
there's that tip.
fantastic block. Hasgard with the elevation. And now streaming back down court.
Yeah, great hustle to follow it up himself as well.
That's a high shot of Anderson to try and get over as well. So the elevation from Hasgard there. Fantastic. Now South Australia back into attack. Miller with the front sweep opens up Chamberlain underneath. I'll look for that combination to
fire tonight. Yeah, absolutely. They miscued the last one, but they managed to get it back.
So now Hoffman, apologies, that's Hasgard. Now on the transverse line. Now Hoffman. Miller again. Releases the circle really well. He's left a lot of space under there for Chamberlain to work on his defender. Let's just turn it over. Winterbein. On to Davis. Davis
Nice.
probably the youngest out there on court. Only just turned 18 a few weeks ago.
Oh, fantastic. That's great to be playing in this open level then.
And Hasgard again. He's causing havoc down there for the ball going in. And he's back down court already.
Yeah, he's got such a good vertical and then just explodes through like another mid-quarter.
Sykes, the underball. Winterbein's got her hands to it. Bit of a wrestle. Chamberlain's going to come away with it here. Got some range as well. No, he's just put it over top.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said anything.
Popovic to get us restarted now. Oh, it's going to be an easy call. Hoffman with the contacts outside the circle. Good coverage there. Forcing Western Australia to go back. Good drive by Popovic. Straight down the guts.
It's a nice defensive setup from South Australia. Opting for a bit of the zone.
Yeah, they've been doing a bit of a wall on the centre pass as well, which has been troubling the Western Australians, having to throw the ball out wide.
Zimmerman all alone under the post. Their first for the night. So South Australia have started pretty well here. 5-goal to 2-goal lead. So Davis to kickstart Western Australia back into attack through Zimmerman.
So that's a wide centre pass again. You see Sykes got a hand on that. Just didn't quite get enough to affect it.
Zimmerman now from mid-range. Definitely within her range and in her shot. Call that one a pass. Anderson.
You're jinxing a couple of shooters here, mate.
Yeah, I need to just keep my mouth shut, don't I?
Hoffman, nice centre pass received there. Straight up the guts to Miller. Beautiful work, but too long on that one.
Popovic with the read. Coming down court. Wants someone to come at him. Tour. Davis does in the end. Now a bit jammed up down there.
Very congested, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Miller coming late over the top. Going to be called.
Burn. Again, the irons just dart straight into the circle. Anderson's got a great back hold on him, but I wouldn't put it past Hasgard to get that one.
No, good hold by him there. Poor timing, and he bumps the post, and it's going to go in anyway.
Yeah, it's definitely scary, especially you've seen what Hasgard can do so far. There'd be doubt in the mind of the feeders to try and put it over him.
Oh, it's a breaking call back to the home player. That's a coach killer.
Yeah, it is. And just as the WA started to string a few together now, they've put some behind one. So Hoffman now. Sykes on circle edge. Chamberlain calls for it over top, but it's going to come back on the contact call.
Yeah, so a couple of offensive calls in that South Australia attacking circle. They want to clean that up. Make sure they convert these. Sykes has a fly.
Yeah.
Does enough.
Yeah, the pressure. Well done, Sykes, to get across court.
That nice close contest sometimes. It's just enough to rattle you, and you either don't take that ball or fumble or replay or something like that. So really good to stay nice and clean on those.
Now Miller is working this front end quite nicely. Now Chamberlain. It's reset through more. Just called on the footwork.
Yeah, a couple of errors again in that circle.
Coach kills on both sides now. Davis wants to go long, has to go across court now to Popovic, who cleans up. Winterbein finds Zimmerman, who's very deep down court. Going across court now to Winterbein. The 2-on-1 in the circle. Oh, great fly.
Yeah, Hayward had a nice fly at that. Normally expect Hasgard to do that, but Hayward and keeper able to do it as well. Yeah. Just misses it over the fingertips.
And Anderson now draws WA level. So it's 5-all after the quick start from South Australia. Miller and Hoffman combine here. And now
Yeah. looking for no mistakes this time and converts it. So South Australia just narrowly keeping this lead. It's really only a lead on centre passes.
So Byrne has to reset all the way to Winterbein. And cross-court passes again through Zimmerman. The long pocket ball to Byrne. And Anderson in the 2-on-1. Puts him under a lot of pressure, but great take.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice solid hold against two opponents there.
And Zimmerman converts.
Never like feeding that 2-on-1. There should always be someone free if there's a 2-on-1, so you can always give and go again. Oh, almost overcooks that to Sammy Chamberlain outside the circle now.
Yeah, a long way from home.
Across to Miller and sneaking in behind Popovic and reels it in.
That's hard to beat, that hold. Great positioning of the body and times it so well as well.
Yeah, he does like to drop to a bit of backspace every now and then. Mixes it up nicely, makes it really hard to stop him.
So Winterbein fires one through Zimmerman. And now Byrne on circle edge is going to work it back through Anderson.
Here's that mismatch. Haskard doesn't get over that one. Puts his hand down at the wrong time. Probably should have had a late jump.
Zimmerman shooting confidently now. So it's now goal for goal. Looks like just the contact on Winterbein's going to leave the 2-on-1 in the circle. Miller now from range. Oh,
nice mid-range shot there from Miller to get herself into the game.
Yeah, fantastic finish on the shot. Davis now just puts Zimmerman under a lot of pressure.
So much pressure, isn't it?
Yeah.
That high, wide ball. It's really could get picked off at any stage.
So WA not making the most of the opportunity there. It's going to come back through Sykes. Hoffman now.
Gonna have to chase that down to the pocket.
Yeah, Popovic trying to stay off the body of Chamberlain, but Chamberlain more than happy to try and find him and put on that hold.
Mid-range again. 2 in a row for
Miller's
Jesse
got some
Miller.
range. Nice. It's great when you can have a GA out the front of a great holding shooter like that who can also finish a nice shot.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes a bit of pressure off the holding goal shooter in Sammy Chamberlain in this case.
Totally. So just the clean up here by Winterbein. Come back to Popovic now. Through Tor. Zimmerman, nothing forward of the ball. This zone playing havoc now.
It is. There's Sophie Moore, gets her hand to it.
So, Steve, you've done a bit of coaching yourself. If you're sitting on the other side of the bench and you see a zone set up from these players, what are you telling your players to do to try and break that?
Well, there's a couple of ways. Go and get on a body, take a nice short pass, force them to step back, get their 3 feet, and then try and look over the mess. Or have someone run through, collapse it down, and go to the fat side of the court where it's nice and open. So either way, not throw the ball over the top of the heads where someone can come through and have a go at it.
That's what
That's what they want you to do.
That's what they want at the moment. That's it. So WA peg back now. And Zimmerman.
Oh, just some bad hands there, unfortunately. Oh, right underneath me here.
Looking to bring it back to level peggings again.
Yep. So Haskard's got an option behind him for the give go and uses it.
Haskard, fantastic in transition so far. Miller, again, working so well out the front there, and it's just overcooked it to Chamberlain.
Yep, could have just stood up and delivered that. Bit of poor placement there, but they'll sort that out, I'm sure. Still only 1 goal in it.
So Winterbein has to reset to Popovic. There's that zone again. Davis punches through the middle, but clears to Zimmerman now.
That's that long ball. Western Australia threw it.
South Australia want that. They'll be hunting that.
Here's Haskard out wide.
So Miller now on the outside. The 1-on-1 in the circle, almost on. Chamberlain has to reset through Sykes. And now he opens up. Perfect timing.
Yeah, beautiful timing on that drop. Great work by him. He should finish this here.
Had all the space and all the time in the world on that ball.
Yeah, Miller doing good boxing out work there just to be 3 feet from that shooter so that Popovic couldn't get a hand over that.
And I think Miller's definitely proved herself as a bit of a danger herself, so it's preventing Winterbein from going back to that 2-on-1. I think they're having to stay the match-up. Otherwise, it looks like Miller will play a bit of havoc with them down there.
So another offensive contact on Sammy Chamberlain.
Popovic now over to Winterbein. And South Australia so quick to set up in that wall. Winterbein the long ball. Anderson just uses the body of Haskard.
A little bit short there from Haskard. Has to stand out of play. Shot goes in from Anderson. So still only 1 goal behind the Western Australians. And it is their centre pass. So chance to level it up.
So Byrne, now Toa. Byrne again, just the rushed pass. Anderson cleans it up and it's going to put it straight into the hands of Haskard. And now back in transition. And like so many times already this quarter, Haskard in transition.
Yeah, finds himself in that space. He just goes. And being that nice tall target, they can just pop it up over pretty much anyone to him. Nice outlet for South Australia.
It's fantastic to see South Australian front end as well, really allowing the defenders to bring the ball down.
Yeah, not doing any work they don't have to do, that's for sure.
So now Miller has already proved her range so far tonight.
Another one.
Another one.
Great work for her.
So after getting the quick start, WA did peg it back a little bit, but now South Australia holding the 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it was a 3-goal lead early on the game.
Oh, the quick ball into.
And going to be a quick shot here too.
Yeah, that was a nice quick ball. Just the shooter was probably a little, the defender was a little bit out of position. Just left Chamberlain under the post alone. So Byrne, again, see, he's darting long, but
yeah.
The cross court now comes. Davis now near circle edge. Finds Zimmerman. I would say within her range. Now Zimmerman, the mid-range shot. That's definitely within her range.
Definitely now that Corey Houseguard's standing out. No hands over it. Good work.
And the settler.
Yeah, so Matt Kern about to get us restarted here for South Australia. And doing nice work to come back to that ball from Miller. And to a well and truly offside running through that circle. Had to wait for him and fed it in nicely after that.
So WA probably would be happier with the finish on the quarter here. Didn't start the greatest, but have sort of chipped away at it. So South Australia holding the 3-goal lead at the moment. Tua. Again, that reset ball through Winterbein. Quick movement to Zimmerman. Anderson's over the top. Now finds the body of Haywood.
So mismatch there. I think Corey is just Houseguard's got to get himself back onto that shooter so there's no mismatch. And then they can't feed that ball over. Very hard for Haywood to defend.
Ooh, he's just put Chamberlain under pressure there. Probably had a bit more time on the clock than he realised. Long ball by Popovic, dangerous. But it comes off. Zimmerman now in the middle of the court. Byrne punches the middle. And Anderson now over the top has all the backspace in the world. Oh, great
guard.
There he is again. That's number 2 for the night. It's only not even the end of quarter 1.
Yeah, get some good tips and good elevation. 30 seconds left to play now. So, going to be a chance here for Western Australia to tie this up. They've got heaps of time. 25 seconds is an eternity here. Tua driving through nicely. Long ball in. Anderson takes it over the top of Haywood.
Just probably recognised the mismatch. Try to put that ball straight on Anderson's head. It looks like we might go into this quarter, end of the quarter all tied up.
Yeah, South Australia's going to have to take this because there's 9 seconds left on the clock. And unfortunately they mess it up. So that's going to be a turnover because Western Australia are going to have possession when they come back. And they might even score this.
Sure. You love to see the attempt. So that'll take us to the end of the first then. So it's now finished all level after what started as a South Australia quick start. Chamberlain firing on all cylinders so far. Doing well down there. It's going to be the telling tale to see how that combination in defence can go down there to stop Chamberlain and Miller. So we will now go to a quarter break. We'll be back here for second quarter action. This is the AMMNA Championships 2023, proudly supported by Spudshed. We'll see you back here at Bendat Stadium in Perth, Western Australia. We're back here at Bendat Stadium in Perth, Western Australia. This is the 2023 AMMNA Championships, proudly supported by West Coast Fever. Been joined by Steve McGuinness tonight in commentary. Steve, what an exciting first quarter that was.
Yeah, it was indeed. Nice to see it get levelled up and be a bit tight here. Plenty of netball left to play. 45 minutes to go. I just think South Australia probably a few too many offensive contact calls and errors in their attacking circle. So if they can clean that up, I reckon they could get on top here, because they're forcing lots of long ball like that cross court.
So also looks like to be a change here for South Australia and WD. Is that Williams, I believe?
Yes, Michelle Williams has come on in for Sophie Moore.
So Anderson to get WA off to the start. They're probably looking for.
So Matt Kern still running centre by the looks of it. So that's the only change I can see for South Australia.
And no changes for WA. Happy to go in with the same lineup. So this is the battle that we spoke about at the end of that first, is Chamberlain and Popovich. That's going to be really dictate this game. There's that fantastic back hold by Chamberlain.
Yeah, just tees off nicely in the back of his play. Misses that shot, and see, these are the errors in that attacking circle.
So Davis now quickly to Burn. Zimmerman, long ball to a 2-on-1 again, but Anderson just on that mismatch again on Haywood.
Yeah, that early ball and mismatch is where they're going to get burnt, South Australia, if they don't do something to tighten up. That might mean that Corey Hasgard's going to have to drop back and help out a bit earlier. Miller, almost.
That long cross-court ball, dangerous. Oh, there's Hasgard now. Get the elevation. Zimmerman on the outside of the circle.
Yeah, they've made that switch now. So Hasgard on Anderson.
Oh,
monsters it. Absolutely monsters it.
Just puts it back at Burn on the circle edge. Now Anderson. Oh, Hasgard looks like he hurt his finger.
Holding his hand or something there, isn't he? He's got a bit of a tight fist with his right hand there. Just shook it out a little bit.
So now WA up by 3. They'd be happy with this start. Miller. Oh, the quick ball into Chamberlain.
Yeah, there's that nice front hold from Sammy Chamberlain. Low ball to his chest. No one anywhere near it.
So now Burn. Davis all alone in the pocket. Doesn't want to go there. I wouldn't either with Hasgard hunting. So
he's a worry.
Yeah, Davis now finds Burn and just runs on, and unfortunately a bit of a collision with Hasgard and Anderson. And Anderson finishes. So now WA off to the start.
Yeah, belter of a start here from Western Australia. Let's see if South Australia can do what WA did in the first and tighten it back up by the end of the quarter.
You can see Popovich now playing a lot off that body now. Trying to confuse that space at Chamberlain. Now Popovich on cue has the ball through Winterbein now. Davis, long ball into Anderson. They're happy to put those ones in.
Yeah, long and early on that mismatch. So another one converted. It's a 4-goal lead. I think that's the biggest lead of the game now, and it goes to Western Australia.
I believe so, yes.
So what a swing here. Matt Kern gets his hand to that centre pass. Can't stop it though.
Going to reset through Tua now. Winterbein. Oh, the long punch, but Kern.
Oh, it's just need to settle. They got time on that intercept. Just need to take that extra pass and that settle.
So Davis, Kern gets his hand to another one.
Ooh.
Ooh, I don't know about that
from up here, yeah.
Umpire's closer to the ball.
A little bit of luck sometimes. Always hard to call those when it comes off a couple of sets of hands really in quick succession.
It is. So Zimmerman will get the ball now. I would say well within her range, but not with Hasgard standing in front of her. And now he gets his hands to it.
Yeah, that's going to be a contact call. So Hasgard will drive this ball out for South Australia.
The give go is on again. Kern finds Hoffman. Circle edge Miller. And the 2-on-1. Chamberlain just finds space.
Yeah. It's good use of the central corridor there from the South Australians. Much smoother that time down court. So they get one back from WA.
Probably something that's been a bit different to the WA game. WA have been forced wide by South Australia's defence so far. So Kern again now through the middle corridor. Chamberlain, Popovich just gets his hands to it.
Does indeed. Another one that could have almost been off Sammy Chamberlain like he thought it was too.
And Davis in front of Kern.
Yeah, good stretch. You may as well have a go at some of those on circle edge.
Yeah, totally. And great take by Chamberlain. And that's the settler. So now South Australia back within 2. Would look for the turnover here. Neither time. Oh, there it is.
Sprays that into the South Australian bench. Bit too much on it. Hasgard looking for a driver. Finds Williams. Kern now, all on the sideline though.
Just absolutely fired that ball in there.
I just like to see South Australia get that ball off the sideline a little bit earlier. And it's just going to open up more options on that circle edge for them.
So the mismatch now coming into effect when Winterbein is up against Chamberlain.
And within 5 minutes of this quarter, we've been out to a 4-goal lead and now back to 1 and actually on centres potentially if we score this.
That's it. So not even a half of netball gone, and there's already been so many turns in this game. And Chamberlain levels it up. So this is probably a carbon copy of the first quarter.
Yep, just the other way with WA taking the lead. Yeah,
that's it.
Absolutely. So
Zimmerman with a nice punch down the middle now. Nice. I like this from Hasgard. He's got Anderson really high on the circle here, covering that back space. Now Anderson finds back space, and Davis puts it
to that back space. Yeah, almost too far.
Almost too far. And Byrne, the front drive from Zimmerman. Now covered. Great defence down there by Hayward.
Yeah, was right there. Forces this long shot.
Oh, great shot. Fantastic shot from Zimmerman. Does have a fantastic range. So let's see what South Australia can manifest now. Has to reset through Hasgard. Nice punch down the middle from Hoffman. Hasgard again. Through Kern. The long ball over top. Cut off by Popovic. And WA back on the rebound now. So he's
Popovic. Can't stay on side.
I was just watching him walk that tight rope. Unfortunately, he's just gone offside. So Miller, the double jump comes from Winterbein and Popovic, and Miller showing off her range.
Yeah, nice and steady on that shot. Just waited for everyone to land and then took it. Beautiful work, South Australia.
So the overload play from WA. But South Australia straight on top of it. Bounce pass comes from Toa. Now in the middle. Winterbein out wide again. WA yet to try and get off that sideline. Davis with the held ball. Fantastic defensive effort.
Absolutely. A nice team defensive effort there. Everyone doing enough coverage for that full 3 seconds to force that held ball. There's Hasgard as that outlet. Oh,
he's
almost
come
off balance.
hard.
And it is a footwork call. And he's straight away
down,
holding his left leg a little bit. And he's holding his head as well. But I think he's slowly getting up.
Came down hard then. He's just going to walk straight over to the trainer.
Well, in Corey Hasgard's side, he's going to run to the trainer.
I hope he
doesn't do anything slow, Corey Hasgard.
Doesn't look great. I hope he's okay. So then the change forced into GK then.
So Dan Duffy has come into goalkeeper. So there's going to be a bit less drive out through the centre third for South Australia. So we'll see how they deal with that without Hasgard there. Keep an eye on him over the bench, see if he's able to return to the game or not.
Yeah, he's got a smile on his face. So now Duffy. Oh, it's going back the other way.
Yeah,
okay.
Footwork call.
Right. Davis Zimmerman out long. Oh, the ball over top to Anderson. And Zimmerman. Now the easy one. And WA get the settler.
So halfway through this quarter, it's just 1 goal in it. Matt Kern to restart through Hoffman there in wing attack. Miller straight in. Beautiful ball into Sammy Chamberlain, into his space. Refeeds, probably doesn't gain much ground. Probably about the same distance as he was, just a different angle, if that works for you.
Yeah, shifted his defender, got the better angle, I guess. Davis Zimmerman with the long drive.
Going to be a breaking call.
It is breaking.
And Hayward just doesn't calculate that one.
And just the call from Chamberlain from the circle. Come on, guys. Let's settle.
Yeah, Williams was looking to pop back, I think, for that one rather than take the long ball on the sideline.
Oh, Byrne almost trips up.
Yeah, has to just run on and go back to Popovic. Nicely done, though. Yeah. Keep possession, not get that call.
Davis now finds Byrne on circle edge. No, just missed. It was the right idea.
It was, yeah. It was a nice drive. Just placed a little bit too high. Bounce pass in from Daniel Duffy.
So change here for WA as well. Just had Jordan Stone come into WD.
Matt Kern, top of circle. Pops it up, but doesn't pop it over Popovic.
Great hand in there by Popovic. Now long release to Carly Davis. Back through Stone. Nothing forward of the ball now. All shut down by that wall South Australia put on. Byrne. Davis. Now they clear through patiently. That's probably the best transition we've seen from them all night, I'd say.
Yeah, because again, they got it back into that central corridor after being on the sideline, punched it back in. And Aaron Sykes comes back in for South Australia.
So Sykes back into centre. And on cue, he's on circle edge. Miller, the 1-2 to Sykes. And well within her repertoire.
Absolutely, 21 apiece yet again, all tied up.
Well, we've had another change here. So we've had Nathan come into WA. There's Trevor Nathan. So just now getting restarted. Nathan Anderson wants the ball over top. He's got that back hold on.
Oh, the fumble out of court.
The fumble.
Yeah.
There's the one-on-one in the circle. They've opted to go to it a lot tonight already, so I'm surprised they didn't. And Zimmerman's cut it off.
Yeah, that's that bounce pass. They are not a big fan of bounce passes as a coach, that is for sure. And Dan Duffy does one, gets his own ball back though, which is good.
Yeah, makes up for it. Now Hoffman through Sykes. And Anderson, who's high in the circle. Miller, the long cross ball, and opens up Chamberlain. That little pop back, and it's just throwing Popovich off at the moment. Hoffman into the middle corridor for Miller. Sykes on circle edge. Now
nice wait.
Chamberlain. Yeah.
Nice wait for that pop to open up.
The patience was excellent on the feed. And now it's starting to drag out again. So the 2-goal lead to South Australia. And just the mistakes from WA costing them at the moment. So South Australia, patient now. Hands over pressure comes from Stone. The ball
Nice
now
looking.
into Chamberlain.
His range finishes it off. So we're out the other way. 3 goals up, 24-21 currently to South Australia and their centre pass. So they could match Western Australia's biggest lead, but not like that, unfortunately.
Davis has got onto the end of an easy one. And just having a reset through Stone. Winterbind calling for it out wide. Nathan now directing traffic. Oh, fantastically timed pass.
Yep, pops it over both from Trevor Nathan. Nice work from him into the game nice and recently, and that'll be a nice settler for him. He'll have some confidence.
Thread the needle there. Zimmerman now. The long ball. Look who's hunting. Oof. Duffy came
and
up
Sykes, both hunting
Sykes,
that.
Yeah. So I think it's been called back here. It is. Yes, so Davis. Now Anderson opens up. Oh, great hands in there by Duffy. Fantastic elevation. Nathan now on circle edge.
Does well, forces a swing. This pop over.
Oh.
No, it rims out.
Does. Now
going to be a contact call on Davis. Circle edge.
Yeah, so now the quick transition by South Australia. Sykes through Hoffman. Oh, the ball over top from Miller. Perfect to Chamberlain. And
collects the post hard there.
Popovich just says hello to the post, and Winterbind rebounds.
He missed the shot.
Now Stone.
Sykes.
Sykes.
Just flies through, gets himself back on court. Nothing Dan Duffy can do about that one into Anderson.
Yeah, Duffy's doing a great job on Anderson so far.
This is back to 1 again.
It's just taken so many turns already. So that's how South Australia can now muster Miller. Oh, and Popovich just now playing off the body and taking those flyers, that risk. Miller finishes. It's been the cool, calm and collected shooter down there this last couple of minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Sammy Chamberlain could have probably laid that up or something, stepped in and shot it. It was Popovich out, but decided to offload to his goal attack.
So Davis.
The fumble.
Just spent it before she had it, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, Sykes' tip gives it straight back to her.
So Anderson. So change here. So Catherine Byrne, who was just in WA, now moved into GA. And Zimmerman is headed to the bench.
His rolling subs really allowing lots and lots of changes. If anything goes wrong, at any time, you can be rolled off and rolled back into another position.
Miller, confident shooting. Great finish. So Davis congested down there, and Nathan.
Not able to get to that one. Got a tip to it, but just too much on it for him.
So now
Hayward now. Sykes. Sideline Hoffman again. There's the middle for Miller. Beautiful work by her. Pushes it out to Sykes and gets it back again.
Miller's opened up that middle corridor so many times tonight already. Does a fantastic job of getting her team off the sideline.
So 3 goals again to South Australia. If they get this one, they will equal the lead that Western Australia had early. Backspace, Sammy Chamberlain. He'll put this in for sure. There he goes.
Hey,
beautiful work.
You don't have the jinx. I guess I do. And Davis now. What can WA pull out? So Byrne, who's now, like I said, moved into that GA position. There's Trevor Nathan on circle edge. Now gets to a hand on it. And Byrne, again, has a fantastic range. Finishes.
It's the last 45 seconds here. South Australian centre pass. 3 goals in it. Hoffman, nice easy centre pass received. Miller, sideline for the overlap. Has to go back to transverse line. Hoffman once again. Looks in. Oh, Miller backing up nicely.
Cleans it up.
And drains it too.
Yeah, the strong
Beautiful
finish.
work.
Strong finish in this last couple of minutes from South Australia. Drags out the 4-goal lead. Now Trevor Nathan. Reset through Winterbein. The ball to, Sykes. He's been in everything tonight. Don't count him out of the contest.
Yep, just been having a fly. Making up since Hascard's gone off. He's coming through himself, having a fly.
The back
Contested
hold,
ball.
Yeah, the back hold probably not on. Duffy had great position there on Anderson.
Yeah, it was a long way out too to throw that pass.
Yeah. So Anderson's going to get one as the buzzer goes, and it will count. So we go into the half with a 3-goal lead to South Australia. That quarter took so many turns again, Steve, and I can't call this game, to be fair. It goes up and down.
Could go either way, couldn't it?
It could. So it's been a great shooting effort out there by Chamberlain and Miller. And then on the opposite end of the court, you've got Anderson and Zimmerman, who just came off late, working hard there as well. So this is the mixed reserves South Australia, Western Australia clash here at the AMMNA Championships in 2023, proudly supported by Netball WA. We look forward to the next half of this game.
Having a pretty good season this year, Andy.
By the look of this lot, you are too.
Well, we've got a good team out in the field. You want to go meet them?
Sure. So what do you grow here?
We've got broccolis, collies over there, carrots, you name it. We harvest it today, catch. And it's in the stores tomorrow.
So you guys are the midfielders of the fruit and veg.
At Spot Shed, we grow it.
We sell it, you save.
Giving this season everything we've got. Just try and stop us. Don't miss the excitement of West Coast Fever at RAC Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketek.com.au. Giving this season everything we've got. Just try and stop us. Don't miss the excitement of West Coast Fever at RAC Arena. Tickets on sale now at ticketek.com.au.
back from the half now. This is the AMMNA Championships 2023 from Bendat Stadium in Perth, Western Australia. This is the mixed reserves, clash between Western Australia and South Australia. I'm here with Steve McGuinness in commentary. Steve, that was that half a netball just went, I didn't know which way I was going to go.
Seesawing, wasn't it? Yeah,
was.
Up and down. Saw a 4-goal lead, which was the biggest lead of the game, to the Western Australians very early in that second quarter. And now it's 3 goals again to South Australia after finishing 13 apiece at the quarter break. So, yeah, ebbed and flowed for sure.
Yeah, so, we probably WA did have a strong start to that quarter, and then South Australia came home strong. So, WA be hoping for that quick start. So, Sykes now will kickstart South Australia, and see a couple of changes across the board here for WA. So, Donaldson coming into GD. Solid lockdown defender will get her hands to a lot of ball. On cue is
just one back.
Oh,
Doesn't get on court on time. Nice effort, though.
Yeah.
I appreciate the effort to try and ground that foot real quick.
So Hoffman now over top. Then Chamberlain kicks off South Australia.
So there is 4-goal lead. They've now matched that lead Western Australia had earlier in the game.
Trevor Nathan now into centre. And Jack Fletcher into GS. And his
Hayward.
Put it into Hayward's hands.
Beautiful work. Nice cut-off drive from
Fantastic.
her. Take that intercept.
So
working it down court now as well.
So the defensive hands over pressure coming from WA, but the ball just moves so seamlessly. Gets through Chamberlain now.
Yeah, Miller just turning and looking and putting that ball wherever the defender isn't. Really good work from her. So they score the first 2.
Yeah, so Sykes again now. Hit the starter, has to reset through Williams, and then the ball straight to Popovic.
Yeah, that should have gone straight in the goal circle. Straight to Chamberlain. Popovic had come off too early and could have looked long.
Stone now, he wants to get it quickly moving through Byrne. The cross-court ball again cut off by Sykes. He's got his hands to a lot tonight already.
He has indeed. He's done well to just chase everything down in the absence of Haskard through that mid-court. Had to fly at everything.
Oh, Donaldson, the long ball.
Yeah, way too long, unfortunately, though.
So it's just released the pressure for South Australia here as Duffy restarts SA. Williams, a nice down-court drive by Sykes. And Hoffman, who so many times tonight already has opened up that centre corridor. Hoffman,
great connections from the South Australians. Going to get a 2-on-1 here as well. So Miller coming to the front.
Oh, and just Popovic gets a hand to it.
Yeah, good elevation from him. Had to take on both players.
I think that probably one of the differences tonight so far is the transition. South Australia's transition from defensive end is definitely a lot more seamless and flow to it than WA. And Miller from range.
Nice one for her.
Confidence.
Yep, 6-goal lead now. So Western Australia ready to see if they can get themselves on the board in this quarter.
So Byrne now. Fletcher releases the tackle. Now no one forward to Fletcher. Now it opens up and Byrne all alone. That's the reset. And again over Duffy. The double jump, triple jump. Almost got her too.
Yeah, could have almost had a hell ball there. Great efforts on his jumps. Not jumping in, jumping up.
The presence of mind to settle by Byrne as well, with Duffy out there. Great hands over pressure.
Hoffman, nice work to the circle edge. And
Popovic just gets his hands to it.
Yeah, could have just placed that a little bit better or have maybe a bit of a fake, waited for the jump and then put that ball in.
So now the easy one in to Chamberlain.
Yeah, nice little short pass there, straight to the chest of Chamberlain.
So WA here. Nathan to try and kickstart something. Byrne. I don't want to let this get out any further. And it's just
Hoffman's
just
scrapping there on Stone. Yeah.
Almost. So Stone now. They want to get off this sideline. Donaldson's on the inside. We'll go there. Now Nathan. Pretty open circle.
Duffy comes through. Just has a step on though. Unfortunately unbalanced. Couldn't find a South Australian player.
Fantastic read by Duffy. And Williams just turns and lets him know, just settle. Donaldson now through the middle corridor. This is better from WA. Byrne now long. Miscommunication there from Winterbein and Fletcher, which just collided.
Sometimes you just got to talk to each other. Simple little errors for Western Australia now.
Sykes, Hoffman now.
Good, nice and smart to go back central corridor. Yeah, Hayward could probably clear out of that space in the drive.
Just put him over top. Very patient down here by South Australia.
Yeah, it's just that last pass letting Western Australia off, really, though, isn't it? They could have scored another one.
Winterbein now finds Fletcher. No one in the circle.
No, Duffy tracking with him, though.
There's Byrne. Well within her range.
Yeah, smart play to not force that ball over Duffy's head there and to just wait for Byrne to come and front cut in that circle. Hoffman, easy centre pass received. Miller, nice little backspace drive there.
And Donaldson opting the 2-on-1 here now on Chamberlain.
Oh, nice little refeed to Miller using it as an inside the circle feeder.
Looks like they've been playing together for years, to be honest. They know where each other are going to be.
It has been a long lead up to this tournament. So
yeah, definitely.
Months and months and months of work before Christmas, after Christmas, to get here.
Yeah, so Winterbein, maybe just the contact on Williams. Nathan breaks free. Again, just probably a bit of collision down there, probably a bit of miscommunication. Fletcher now gets the ball. Duffy just contacts on the way through. So this is Fletcher's first shot of the night. So both players now out of play. And Fletcher's first shot of the night is good. So that's probably WA. Don't want to let this slip any further. South Australia after 5-goal lead. Miller.
Yeah, everyone off the ball there from WA. It just opens up central corridor. A bit too easy for Hoffman to drive through top of circle.
I think it almost looks like they need to decide whether they are going for the wall or they're going man on man.
Yeah, absolutely, because then they're just getting caught in that sort of no man's land space in between because they're not quite that organised. So Matt Kern back on in centre as well for South Australia.
I liked that change last quarter. It worked quite well.
Yeah, good thing of the rolling subs. If you've got centres and they can't run the whole quarter or, start making a few mistakes because they're starting to get a bit fatigued, you can roll another one straight on and get some fresh legs. So I think sometimes easier to run in patches of 5 minutes or so than run the whole quarter.
Yeah, especially we're only in day 2. You want to get everyone rested and... Oh, Byrne. Probably just spent it.
Oh, Duffy's spent it as well.
Oh, no.
Front spot there from Duffy, but Fletcher pulls it in.
Fletcher settles. Just a bit erratic down there at the moment. So now Miller, Hoffman, great drive.
Nice placement too. Look at that.
That was a fantastic setup.
Yep, beautiful finish. Amazing work. Nice there from the South Australians, who still have a 6-goal lead.
Now Byrne. Tarokashi manifests here, so...
A footwork call, unfortunately.
Footwork.
Yeah.
The coach killers.
Kind of stepped on, couldn't let it go, and then unfortunately stepped.
So here's Kern now. Hoffman. Miller followed, tracked closely by Donaldson, and contact is called. So the 2-on-1 in the circle. Popovich trying to keep Chamberlain out of it, and I don't blame him. But Miller. No problems from there.
No, that is absolute range all day for Jesse Miller from South Australia. And another South Australian centre pass, so 7-goal lead. And they could consolidate this last gain here, if they can. Western Australia holding them up a little bit. Matt Kern coming through now. Steps onto the circle edge quite dramatically and feeds it on over. Beautiful work there to finish off from Sammy Chamberlain.
He made it known he was going to be circle edge.
Absolutely. Definitely wanted that spot and that particular spot.
Fletcher now out of the circle. Oh, the one-handed pass over to Byrne.
Yeah, nice long look over to Byrne. Again, Duffy caught in that no man's land. Had to come back and double back earlier. Can leave his player when they're out of the circle. There's no issue with that. Not going to score goals from there.
Now Miller. Kern. Again, steps onto the circle edge. And Chamberlain.
Maybe he was told by the coaches, get yourself circle edge.
He's going to do it anyway possible.
I'm still 3 feet off it. I better jump into the circle edge.
So Byrne now. Oh, great drive by Donaldson. Good take. Nathan alone on circle edge. Oh, great balk. Just moves Duffy and gets the ball over to Fletcher. Love the confidence from Trevor Nathan as well to already walk back to the centre circle.
Yep, that's definitely going in.
Love that confidence. Kern, Miller. Oh, Hoffman.
Yeah, great work.
Fantastic job down there.
Yep, just overcooks that pass.
Just finding the right spot all the time. So hard to defend by the looks of it. Stone now. Popovich.
Yep. She does well to just take a couple steps forward and then turn around and go into that backspace that's completely free.
Nathan punches middle now. Donaldson long over the mess to Winterbein. And just held up here now. Nathan does get the contact by Kern. That was again a bit of better transition and the ball over top to Fletcher. Finishes.
Yeah, so he's come into the game quite nicely as well now since his first shot.
He has definitely a different option.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's working.
Fletcher, he likes to come out of the circle. He's been out a few times.
It's really not the shooting circle for Western Australia that's the problem.
Oh, is the contact on Fletcher? No, it's on Duffy. Okay.
I think WA just need to generate a bit more ball in defence.
Yeah.
They're just having a real hard time getting it off that Hoffman and Miller combination.
Totally. Yep.
Yep.
Hoffman really directing that front end. It's and on cue here she is again. So Hoffman now through Miller. Ball Kern finds circle edge. Hoffman all alone. Miller with it well within her range, I would say. Proved it tonight.
Bang.
Not an issue. So
Just-
confident.
Just wanted that different angle again. She probably could have almost flicked it over Chamberlain too. Decided not to.
So Byrne, Winterbein, nothing really forward offering. Nathan, the quick one over to Fletcher. Just caught Duffy's eyes down.
Yeah, nice, good early look. If Hascard's right, I would be looking to put him back on now and trying to just stop Fletcher a little bit if we can.
Looks like he's bibbing up in GK at the moment. He's getting a chat from the coach.
Yeah, and I think, again, it's just that quick ball that now that Nathan and Fletcher are getting, it's just a bit too much for Duffy because he's a bit shorter than Fletcher. Oh, pick up.
No.
Beautiful.
Byrne was just looking away and Fletcher tried to put it into her hands. Threw it off the post.
Duffy with the pickup, so he gets one there. Again, that lower sort of scramble.
Williams now. Wants someone to come forward. It does. Through Hoffman. No surprise there. Hoffman goes long to Kern. Oh, that ball over top to Chamberlain. Just off fingertips.
Yep. That's why we want him circle edge.
Now Nathan. This is a better transition here, but
He's indeed having to go back, and now wide.
so Donaldson. And here's that press by
again.
South Australia. Clears the mess through Fletcher.
Shoes come off.
Bit of a collision.
Cheryl Williams, yeah. And Fletcher's just stepped on the back of her foot, flicked that shoe off.
Kern still working the dead ball time. Doesn't want Fletcher back in that circle. So they've held time here again.
Going to be standing out for a trouble too after this, I'm pretty sure.
I believe so. No.
No?
Oh,
Just
the
time
take
call.
by
Hayward.
Hayward.
Just runs out of court space. Ran nicely all the way through that intercept.
So Byrne with the double move now gets through to the fence. Nathan. So circle edge the ball over top to Fletcher.
And the look away too.
Has to readjust his hold, but the fantastic feed by Nathan.
Yeah, that's the connection now that's really troubling South Australia. So Western Australia back to within 4, and you can see Corey Hascard in the substitution box.
We've got some nightmares for WA coming, I think. They've got Hascard back in the box, and we're going to cause some trouble down there in the defensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that would be the plan. Try and just have a bit more height than Duffy. He's got a good front hold, but he just keeps getting lobbed, and he gets a hand to that one. So I don't think I've got the jinx at all. I think I'm really helping the South Australians. Every time I say something,
He's got his hands
a defender does something really good. Hayward now driving out again, sideline to Matt Kern. Hoffman in the middle. That's where we want her. She's been doing it all night.
Just perfect positioning.
And another offensive. So that cost them a little bit in that first half, South Australia, in that first quarter even. I think that was very expensive through that, so they want to clean it up. Matt Kern could have had a go at that, just run all the way through, mate.
Yeah, a couple of dangerous cross-court balls, but Byrne now. The 2-on-1 in the circle. That cross-court ball to Nathan and Byrne.
Yeah, so Hascard's made his way on, and first look at Fletcher. No pass into him, so that's what they want to stop.
Fantastic finish by Byrne. Pulls the trigger super quickly.
Hoffman, centre pass received now for her, looking to Miller. Can't go there this time, but through Williams and then Miller. And Chamberlain's going to walk this one in. No defender in front of him. Good finish.
So WA have kept in touch here. They've done a good job of keeping in touch. It's back to 4. It stretched out to 7 at one stage.
Yeah, and it's just been that connection, and that's exactly why I think the South Australian coaches have done a really good job to bring Hascard back on, given that he was able to, and try and get something else on Fletcher. So you see Trevor Nathan not looking into Fletcher straight away that time. And again, a bit further out than Fletcher probably wants.
Keeping that ball low.
But
looks
still
like
managed to convert.
Sykes is in the box as well, ready to come back on for Kern. Hoffman having a stellar game. I have to say, I'm going to call it early. It would have to be close to my best on court, I reckon. Chamberlain.
Yeah, she's just controlled that central corridor and that front end as well for South Australia, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Nice and patient, getting herself free at the right time every time.
Yeah, totally.
And there's a nice easy ball to her. So
WA still holding within 4. This Byrne-Fletcher combination working well. Winterbein all alone in the pocket. Now Fletcher finds front space, probably just outside his range.
Gets a hand, Sykes mops it up, goes all the way through.
So Hascard already been a difference maker. Chamberlain now finishes Hascard's good defensive work. So now Sykes, who's back into centre.
Hoffman again. No one coming forward. Miller comes late. Oh, it doesn't put enough on that.
Great read by
gets around.
Winterbein the long release to Fletcher. Oh, Hascard's just hit the deck hard there. Williams trying to stop the entry.
And Hayward having a go at that long ball. Not much you can do when it's 2-on-1 like that. And you've got the tall target as well.
I like the use of South Australia's dead ball time, though. They're not letting anything get through, are they?
Definitely not. There's lots of hustle. 10 seconds to go.
So WA trying to beat the clock here to keep it within reach. So just within 4 now. Needs the ball to go in now. Oh,
Hascard comes through. Good defensive pressure from Hoffman and the others in the midcourt to force that error.
That was fantastic. So that brings us to the end of the third quarter. So we go into the 3-quarter break with a 4-goal lead to South Australia. So really excited for this fourth quarter action. It could go either way. We're here at Bendat Stadium in Perth, Western Australia for AMMNA 2023 Championships, proudly supported by Spudshed. We'll see you back here for fourth quarter action. Fourth quarter action on the way here. South Australia, West Australia clash at the 2023 AMMNA Championships. Proudly brought to you by, or probably supported by, West Coast Fever. Steve, this game's been up and down.
It has, but I've noticed a pattern, mate, and that is that Western Australia score 13 goals every quarter. So that's not going to be enough for them if they want to win this game. because they are looking at a 4-goal deficit. So I reckon if South Australia keeps scoring at the rate they're scoring, we've scored 13, 16 and 14 just to be out in front. And Lily Mae Bolkor into wing defence gets a nice tip there. So, it's just not going to be enough. South Australia are just going to outscore them.
So they need to break that magic 13. So Zimmerman back into GD now. Fletcher, Byrne, Nathan now on circle edge. Oh, great read.
Williams, nice work, comes through in front.
So Williams now moved into GD. And changing WD.
Yeah, so some nice versatility in the girls from South Australia as well. Able to play in multiple positions. Oh, he's kicked that, but he's got there. Beautiful work, and straight in.
Straight into Miller. That was a great hustle.
It was, unfortunately, off his own foot because he kicked it to advantage.
He's going to get it back now through Zimmerman. So Zimmerman, who started in GA, now playing down in GD. Very versatile. So now Zimmerman again, looking to go long, trying to clear the mess. Finds Byrne long. Fletcher not on the hold just yet, so have to reset through Donaldson. Now Davis finds Byrne all alone in the pocket. Hesitant to go over top of Hasgart.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the thing, they're going to have to start probably taking some of those risks now because there's not going to be a lot of time to cut down this 4-goal lead.
And Fletcher finishes his first for the quarter. So back within 4. Sykes. And just the contact, or the holding, I should say.
Yeah. So Hoffman, circle edge now. Easy work through Miller at the top. Looking to put that ball down to Sammy Chamberlain. Nice little bounce pass, shooter.
Yeah, the way she's been shooting, you almost could have put it up herself.
Hey, absolutely, she could have.
So can WA peg back this 5-goal lead? So Davis exits the circle. Fletcher exits the circle and finds Byrne on re-entry. Now Davis finds Byrne down low.
Yeah, nice little offload.
Yeah, fantastic. And Fletcher finishes.
Great choice there. That's the high percentage shot that you want your big goal shooter taking.
So we spoke about it before, Steve. It almost now needs to come from the defensive end of WA.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to generate as much turnover as they possibly can. Great timing on that jump.
Zimmerman.
No call. So, yeah, Zimmerman gets the tip. Impressive. Nice little fake from Miller there. Not going to go straight into Chamberlain. Hoffman and Miller combining once again. They've done it so often.
Now over top to Chamberlain.
And he can finish that off. So maintaining this lead.
So now you get some defensive turnovers from WA. Davis, Byrne connect again. Donaldson, reset to Zimmerman. Look away.
Yeah, the Western Australian defenders are doing a lot of ball handling as well because there's not that depth from the Western Australian front end. So they're doing a heck of a lot of work in defence already. Going to have to find another gear if they want to get these couple of goals caught back though.
So Davis wants Fletcher over top, but instead opts for Byrne, and Byrne goes over top, and guess who? Hasgard comes through with the win.
Gets there, nice tip. Oh, that might be too far out. It is going to be a stepping call, just a bit of a stretch there. Unfortunately, no one else anywhere near it, but just couldn't catch up with the ball.
So Donaldson with a nice drive down court. Resets to Zimmerman. Fletcher out of the circle. Now Nathan. Oh, the 1-2 to Byrne. Almost didn't expect it back. Won't hesitate to put up a shot over a tall defender. I've seen Catherine Byrne play in Perth, West Australian Netball League, and very, very confident shooter. Doesn't matter which defender's on her.
Hoffman now, another centre pass received. Combining with Miller again, popping that ball over to Sammy Chamberlain in the backspace that time. Got a good mix-up, good variety.
That one looked
sometimes front, sometimes back.
Looked a bit too easy, that one.
It was a bit too easy, yeah. 10 minutes, just 10 minutes to go for Western Australia trying to find a way to get this back.
Nathan now struggles to find where to go, but finds Byrne on the baseline, and then just the contact call on Fletcher, I believe. It was. So it was Williams on Fletcher.
No, it's outside the circle.
Okay, it's outside. Now Fletcher just mistimes his
jump, doesn't he?
His jump and
just escaped his grip. So South Australia chances yet again to extend. Bolkul now, Hoffman. Really good Bolkul again. Beautiful. You can see she knows how to play wing attack as well.
Yeah, definitely. That transition was lightning. Hoffman again, always in the right position tonight. Puts it straight into the hands of Popovic.
Yeah, should have just taken the short one there. Let the shooters go shooter if they need to.
Sykes gets a cheeky hand in there on the way through. It's going to be called back. Now that cross-court ball again to Davis. Burn zigzagging their way down court now. Davis wants to go into Fletcher, but not on.
Held
The
ball.
held ball. There's that defensive pressure.
Yep, good team defensive pressure there. Absolutely force that error. Bolkle now. Sykes, patient. He's almost going to get a held ball. Yep, he is.
Oh, it's coming back. That's a defensive turnover WA would want to see. Zimmerman now. What can they muster here? Nathan. Long ball to Davis. Almost cut off by Fletcher. Oh, and he's
Bolkle.
just...
Nice defensive work once again. This ping pong's not going to be enough because Western Australia need to score goals. So they can't be wasting all this time ping-ponging this ball back and forth. Got to get good, clean turnovers and convert them.
So Sykes now on the sideline. WA going to release the pressure here with a holding call on... Ah, there it is. It's on Donaldson. So Hoffman now. Easy ball in to Miller. Fantastic finish. Great high finish. Well done.
That's a really good combination. She's got the range to really work well with Sammy Chamberlain because she could every now and then just offload a couple as well if she wanted to. But nice and confident, has taken some really nice shots tonight.
So it almost looks like it's getting in there a bit too easy now. Steve, what would be your direction to the defenders down there for WA to... Oh, there we go. They get a win.
They do get a win.
They get a win.
Yeah,
Zimmerman.
They've just got to have a bit of a front spot and a fly, I think, because they've got to create turnover. So just standing still, defending front space isn't going to be enough. They've got to defend front space for 2.5, 3 seconds and then have a fly at whatever pass comes.
It was the right idea by Nathan, but it's not going to fly with Hasgard there. And Byrne finishes. So they're back within the 5. Got 7 minutes remaining. Everything's got to go right for them if they're going to win this game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think this is the longest we've seen a lead held because it did ping-pong a fair bit through the first half of the game. So South Australia will really want to hold this as long as they possibly can.
Just the contact goal there on Bulkwill, is it?
As that clock runs down, it's going to get harder and harder to catch us up. Yeah, nice pressure outside the circle. Converts with a turnover inside the circle for Williams. Sykes just waits nicely. Popovic goes and gets lobbed.
Chamberlain will finish this easy one. So 7 minutes remaining. They need to peg back the 6.
Yeah, looking at a goal a minute, that's getting real tough. Real tough. Especially if they don't have ball in hand.
Yeah, so now WA again opting for this one-on-one down court. Tua covers Bulkwill nicely.
Oh, splits the middle of the two South Australians there.
Had two
Williams
options.
and Hoffman.
Yeah, 2 options and went for the third, straight through the middle of them. And Donaldson. Long drive from Carly Davis. Over the top to Byrne. Oh, Tua
Tua back on court, yeah.
just back into
Almost
WA.
left it behind.
So I like that change. He's generally a bit of a defender, but I like him going into WA. Bring a bit of speed and agility to that front end. So almost within Fletcher's range, I believe, but he's kicked it back out and he's going to get it under the post now. Definitely within his range.
Yeah, so Matt Kern back on again into centre as well for South Australia. Again, going with that rotating sort of centre. They've done it through most of the quarters. So again, maybe just that theory of fresh legs.
Oh, great feed
try.
by Fletcher. Yeah.
Didn't think she was going to be able to stop then.
No.
She was for sure going out of court. So great core strength as well to be able to take that ball, stop, stand up and shoot.
Stopped on a dime. So now WA back within 4. Now the defensive pressure's on. This is better, but Miller opens it up. And the ball over top. Just out of court. It's a timely defensive turnover for WA. Donaldson now.
Oh, Sammy Chamberlain nearly.
Wants Popovic back. Does. Zimmerman. Donaldson gets back down court. Has just put her foot out of court.
Unfortunately, but really good to see the defensive work from the South Australian front end as well to force that error. Matt Kern gets that back, pops it over. There's some nice space to Sammy Chamberlain at the back.
So now dragged out to 5. So still at that goal a minute requirement. Toa. Oh, he's
Hoffman comes through.
Hoffman.
Yes, follows it up, gets a touch in. Nice footwork to do that.
I did call early in the third that she's probably my best on court call. I'm going to stick with it. She's had a blinder tonight.
Yep, absolutely has played well. Has handled the ball well. Has been in just about everything. And just used that central corridor so well as well for the South Australians to connect them up and keep everything flowing nicely. Chamberlain, a bit far out for him. Looks to offload.
So Miller.
Range.
Yeah, shot confidently all night. He's got a fantastic finish.
6 goals now and the centre. So more than a goal a minute for Western Australia. Bulkwill all the way to that attacking transverse line from the wing defence position.
Oh, Donaldson walks a tight rope. Well done.
Gets touched, long ball. Bulkwill can't get there. So Western Australia now with a chance to go forward. Having to go back though.
The long ball. 2-on-1 now. Oh.
Hasgard, Kern cleans up. Miller standing free.
It's not even the elevation, it's just the timing on it as well.
Absolutely.
Comes
Chamberlain, gets it back in somehow.
Oh, Popovic has hit the deck.
Yeah, good choice there while Popovic was on the ground to get that ball to the post, and Sam Chamberlain finishes off.
So I think unfortunately now with just under 4 minutes remaining, I think it's probably just put it out of reach WA. And Kern now mops up the mess.
Oh, this goes a bit long again. Just once you get that ball, take a short pass.
Williams Donaldson comes through.
Does indeed, has a fly. That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about, having a fly, having to go see if they can create.
One of the most tenacious defenders I've seen for a while. She's definitely a lockdown defender. Great read. And this is the ball over top.
Miller not expecting that at all.
Now within her range. Yeah, has had a solid shooting game out in GA. Kern, Miller all alone. Ooh, just the offensive contact.
Yeah, this is 5th or 6th for the game. Probably a few too many for my liking. Is always trying to fight for position though. Just needs to do a little bit cleaner. Can always use that backspace and then come again if he has to. The incorrect throw in there.
Yeah.
Could see that from my bird's eye view, right above it.
Right under us. Hoffman now.
Kern, top of circle. Does step in. Good hands,
Yeah.
nice follow-up.
Great hands by Zimmerman. It's just a
No
flat
one-
drive.
No one but South Australians there though. Oh, bounce pass into the circle, gets cut off.
So now WA look to Winterbein all alone. Down in centre. Over the top to Fletcher. He's just put it over the top. He's rushed it.
Hasgard ready to go straight away. Working with Bulkwill, get this ball out. Williams, Bulkwill filling separate corridors. Now everyone in the same corridor.
Now Bulkwill again. Oh, there's Donaldson again.
Yeah, nice. She's been having a fly now at a couple of those and really doing some good work to create.
Yeah,
It's probably
definitely.
just a bit too late for Western Australia, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes, but had a solid fourth quarter. So what? Goes to Winterbein on circle edge and finds Byrne. And Byrne with a nice finish.
Hasgard just a little bit proppy on that land there. It's a minute and a half, so he can probably just settle down. And as I say something, he picks up a ball. So brilliant work by him.
Big win
Miller
down there.
having to go back. Hoffman in the middle. Johnson again. Where's that been all game?
Yes.
It's done so well. It's got like the last 3 intercepts.
Well done, Donaldson. Give yourself a pat on the back. That was,
Yeah, having
3
an
in a row, I
absolute fly
reckon.
now. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, she's gone at it again.
Oh, Miller, yeah, it's going to get the footwork call. Unfortunately, kind of caught the ball with 2 hands and a foot, and that just left her off balance.
So Donaldson now, the long cross court ball. Winterbein. Byrne on circle edge. Quick one into Fletcher. Just was thinking about which foot he was going for, I think. He's reset it back out, and Byrne. Low shooter to shooter. And he finishes that one. So 30 seconds remaining here. Unfortunately out of reach for WA. Oh no, there was a call down there. Apologies. I think it was an offensive call on Byrne. Hoffman. Options are plenty, and Chamberlain out in front.
Yeah, good finish by the Western Australians. They did do some good work to create ball, but unfortunately couldn't convert it enough. Long look here to Fletcher Hasgard. That elevation.
I'm glad he's come back on. He looked like he'd hurt himself, so he's come back on and finished strong. Oh, it doesn't beat the clock, unfortunately. That'll be
not going to
all.
allow it.
That'll be all for the clash between Western Australia and South Australia in the mixed reserves division. This is the AMMNA Championships 2023 in Perth, Western Australia, at the Bendat Stadium. proudly supported by Netball WA. It's been an absolute pleasure having you here, Steve. What a fantastic game we've got to witness as well.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much for having me. It was a brilliant game and brilliant way to finish off day 2 at the AMMNA National Championships.
Totally look forward to seeing you all back here on the stream and hopefully for some more action tomorrow. Thank you.